Putting on a little bit of music. Let's see, what do we feel like tonight? Lounge. What is lounge music? Shall we try that? Ooh, that is nice. Add some gloves here somewhere. Yeah, let's just enjoy a little bit of lounge music. And we will start drawing as soon as I find my pen. There it is. Found. Okay. Yes. So today's stream, the idea is that if you people have seen my Monday video, you can ask me any sort of questions related to that one, and I will try my best to answer those. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna have some fun with drawing spaceships. That's what I usually like doing. Spaceships or similar stuff. Or vehicles. Let's see what comes. Whatever comes to mind, that's what I'll do. But yeah, just feel free to hang out. If you just wanna do your own thing, do some drawing, do some relaxing, whatever, while listening to a little bit of sketching or watching some sketching thing in the background. Yeah, man, feel free to do that. Feel free to do that. There's no pressure. This is lounge music stream. We're just chilling. We're chilling. We're drawing a little bit. We're just trying to see where this leads us. And yeah, we shall see. But yeah, just want to do some slightly retro sort of hover ship. Not even ship, I would say. More like the speeders from Star Wars, something like that. Like something very simple. Nothing serious. I want to step away from small wings. I have a couple of things here in the background. Oh, that's maybe not done. Yes, give me 1 second. What do you mean, no advance notice? I posted it 2 days ago. You need to click maybe that little bell icon, Rue, because this has been posted some time ago. I do not want a wing, but it would be nice to have something like that, maybe. Yeah. let's see where this leads us. So some sort of turbine, just to break up the symmetry, because I like to draw a little bit stuff that is less symmetrical, something like that. Okay. Yeah, that last line was not the prettiest, so I do want to clean that one up a little bit. And I think I want a little bit of adjustment on this here as well. Yes. Then the windshield will come somewhere there. I think the back I do not like at all, so we will probably rework that one. We want some light situation here. Just something like that. And maybe let's give it a nice and thick bevel that goes around it. There we go. That is according to how we want it. And then this would be our windshield. And let's add this extra area just like that. It's not the straightest, which usually is not a problem, but I would like to be just a little bit more. And then of course we can adjust it, because I just realized, you know what, let's not have it the straightest, but then I want it to make sense. Something like that. Let's pop back to the previous brush and see if we can make something better out of the back. So I'm just going to take a look at different references. Maybe I can come up with something. And I already see things that I like. So let's see. That this is already working a bit better. It is working already better than what I had before. Yeah. I can live with this. And then what do we want to have here is the question. Do I want to have some sort of Yeah, I like this. This works for me. Yeah. Let's switch nicely back to our other pen. You see my lips moving, but you don't hear anything. What a shame. It is picking up something. Properties. It is picking up the right. It is bringing up the right audio, so I don't know how to fix that. I simply do not know how to fix that. Because the mic is on, I'm shown that it's recording. Maybe, oh, it was on your computer. All right, Drew. If it was on your computer, then it's fine. Then we do not have a problem. So how now that you can hear me, Ru, how are you doing? How was your week? Oh, this is nice. This has a good Latino flavor to it. Living the dream. How about you? I hope I'm living the dream. Nah, all good. I noticed that with a little baby that you're taking care of, time flies. It's like very quickly. Like the weeks go by way faster than I'm used to. But yeah, it's good. We're good. Not really a lot of work towards the end of the year, but I'm not complaining about that. I am welcoming it. It is good to take it a little bit easy. It's nice not having to worry about those things as well. Yeah, I had three. It really changes things. Yeah, I mean, whew, I don't know. I was at a kindergarten and I overheard some parents talking about some of their acquaintances who was like, yeah, I've been coming to this kindergarten now for 20 years. They had like 4 or 5 kids, and that is crazy, man. Like those 20 years must have gone by in a blink. Tesla Pix, hi, this is my first time watching a live stream. Welcome, Tesla. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, feel free to, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I will try my best and answer them, but don't feel forced. Only if you have any questions. This is all about just chilling and having a good time. Boop. Oh yeah, let me drop this actually into into the Discord. We have a live stream going on right now. There we go. So if Discord people want to pop by, they can do that now. Okay, back to our little hover car, speeder, whatever we want to call it. By the way, Ru, I don't know if I've asked you, were you ever into comics? Was that something that you ever picked up amongst your hobbies? Parvier, hey, welcome to the stream. Is working on this graphic novel about AI and the robots that will kill us all. He's going to call it Terminator 7.5. I don't know if I even have the rights to that. Sounds like something that I would not have the rights to say those things, honestly. Maybe Germinator. But I don't think Terminator would be acceptable, honestly. Ruga is very much into comics. Are you also following current runs in the big Marvel ones, or are you reading more independent stuff? I'm curious what you... I didn't know that you're big time into comics. Curious what you read. Your mech drawings have helped me improve a lot. It's fine that I can draw a robot better than a hand. By the way, sorry for my English. I'm from Argentina and I don't write very well yet. No problems. Well, thank you for writing at all. It's very nice to have you here. But yeah, I'm still the same. Like, I always could draw mechs and robots better and spaceships better than I could do human figures. So it is whatever you like to do, it is going to be better than what you're not that comfortable with. Sockinator 7.5. Here, let me play. Let's do this, right? There we go. Let's confuse the new people. Like, why is this guy putting a sock on his shoulder? But hands are actually, it's fun to draw hands. Like, you should draw more hands. Like, I always enjoy drawing hands. Here, let me hand images. Let me show you some very simple tricks here. This seems like a copy image. This seems like a relatively difficult hand, right? So let's do an easy one. Let's do an easy one first, and then we do the difficult one. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So let me show you how I like to break down hands. So if we look at that one in the center there, we have sort of like almost like a square. What I like to do is a little bit, I cut just a little bit off from the square there, and of course I don't make it squarish like this. What you can do is also, here we have almost like a rounding. So you do a rounding for it. And then you have your thumb here, which goes into sort of this muscle here if you look at this hand. And you can always play with that a lot. And then your hand always comes down to the well, if it's open to the right side, otherwise on the other side. And then you just have your 4 fingers and like a third one. And then I always just start with this one. And then I always try to use this sort of technology when I look at something like this as well. So if we take this hand away, and if we look at this one, we sort of have like almost like a wedge situation here. So like this here is in shadow, but that is a side there. And then we have this big muscle, this one that I just drew here, covering most of this. So I'm just going to draw it like that. And then this is where we have a joint. And then this is our thumb there. And then we just have, oh, Sugbird fell off. Sugbird has to save us from evil robots. One finger, and I don't care about drawing them too realistically. I just want to have them in there. 2, 3, and 4. And that's pretty much it. And then if you then now of course you can go around, add a little bit of nail situation going on there. But that is how simple it is, at least in my opinion, to draw a hand. So just go out, have fun. When drawing hands, I'm good at getting to the basic shapes and structure, but I've failed miserably when it comes to but you don't, like, that's the thing. So when you draw hands, rarely do you need to draw details. Let me see if I can just bring up. Can we look at this a bit zoomed in? Okay, here, copy image. I think I also have Photoshop. Photoshop crashed, so let's close it. Goodbye. Let's blow this up a little bit. Let's look at these hands. See? But you don't even notice from far out. Like this hand looks better, but not a lot of detail. It's literally just the outlines. This is also like, look at that hand. Like we have the index finger holding the trigger, and the other ones are like that, and then we have the thumb here. Like really there is, and the rest is the pistol. So there's not a lot of detail going on there. Like none of these hands. And when you do storytelling, you're never gonna be zoomed in on the hands. So I don't think you have to be worried about how much details there are in your hands. Just try on as you said, if you know the basic shapes, underlying shapes, you should be fine. Ooh. No, to prioritize gesture and form. Yeah, exactly. Like hands, especially like I don't know what you're drawing. So there's 2 approaches, number 1 and 2. So one is, because I'm an industrial designer, industrial design sketching, and the other is storytelling. So for storytelling, you usually have a big picture, and then you have a couple of people doing something. Now, because the hands are so small, if you do the basics, it should be fine. For industrial design, what we usually do is just take a photo of your hand and then just trace it. So if you're drawing a glass, just make sure to take a picture of the glass with you holding your hand, and then just trace your hand. And then you don't have to worry if it's anatomically correct or not, because it most likely will be, because you're tracing a picture. So either way, I don't think you have to worry about hands too much, or at least I wouldn't. I think this is not a correct perspective. There we go. That is better. Oh, Sugbert is keep on falling down. I think I want to go a bit more. Oh, usually I don't mind a nice piano, but I feel like now it's not a good fit. So give us the next one, please. Hey Kim, welcome. Sugbert man, yes. He is with us tonight. How are you doing, Kim? How is life? What is new? Any new interesting projects you've been working on lately? Preparing my Polish for my bread for tomorrow and flying off to Lisbon next Monday. Ooh, work or pleasure? That's nice. Lisbon. Marlon Brandon de Souza. Your videos are great. Please add automatic clubbing, Portuguese Brazil, audio track. Automatic though. I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought YouTube does that. I didn't know that's something that I have to enable. This almost sounds like the Narcos soundtrack. What's in Lisbon, Kim? One of my best friends lives there, so going to hang out for 10 days and do geeky stuff. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. What sort of geeky stuff do you plan on doing? Some coding related, I imagine. Let's add some more detail in this little corner. Not sure, probably some electronic stuff as well. We've been thinking about an automated slider for audio with a linear motor. Let's see if we can get somewhere with that. Automated slider with a linear motor. Sounds like a lot of fun. Geeky stuff indeed, my friend. Geeky stuff indeed. Are you taking Kupuli with you, or you leaving her behind for this like a more boy adventure? Still running. Let's see if Kim can explain this automated audio slider. Print motor coils, PCB. That works better. Kupuli is staying home. She'll go nuts if we start doing geeky stuff and losing track of time and forget to eat, etc. Then it is probably for the better. My excuses. Let's add sort of like a branding to this one. Kuya Japi, hey! Tesla, question. When sketching and designing machines, is it better to use a variable width brush or one with a single consistent line weight? Ooh, that is up to you, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. So like the one I have now seems like it's a single line weight, but actually if I press it, it can become very thick. But I like this brush. But then again, when I start designing, I use this very thick brush because I want to stay away from doing details. So like, I don't know if you saw me, but when I was planning out this car or hover vehicle, I'm drawing in quite thick lines just so I stay away from all sorts of detail. And then, yeah, you can also, like, I think this is it. No, not this one, but this one. Yeah, so I also have this one, so I could technically draw everything out just with a brush like this. But me personally, I just like a little bit of play in my line weight. So it is really something that you want to see what you're comfortable with. Like one of my favorite brushes is also this one. Reminds me very much of pencil sketching. So especially when I do industrial design. So let's see if I want to do a toaster, something like this. Then I'm just gonna draw with this one because it almost gives like a pencil sketch feeling. And you have this really nice sort of sketchy lines that work very well and give you this sense of looseness. So yeah, all I can say is, yeah, it is really up to what works for you and what sort of feeling you want your drawing to evoke. Like if you want a sketchy feeling, go for something really sketchy. If you want a more finished, you can go for more of an inking brush or something. Well, you have automated sliders for mixing tables, and they have a small motor attached, but we want to control the slider with the PCB coils. Thank you, Kim. This is for mixing. So mixing tables are the things with the two different things, and then the buttons and the sliders here. And then you say, oh, you say you're making one of these sliders that goes up and down, and then you can control it. So I imagine this pops up and down based on settings, but then you want to be able to control this through a like PCB. I imagine that's something like an Arduino, right? That would be a PCB. By the way, I hope that explains that was a good answer to your question, Tesla. PCB is electronic circuit plate. It's for circuits. Okay. So not quite. Yeah, you are welcome, Tesla. That is why we have the live stream, so you can ask questions. No, I don't like those. I think that's it for this one. I don't see what else I want to do with this little speeder. Maybe emphasize some of the depth here. I don't think I have those color things on my sketchbook control bar. Do they open the color wheel on the screen? I imagine you mean these here in the right. So basically, yeah, you have a color editor here. You can mix and match all your colors, change between hue, saturation, lightness. Actually, I don't know what HSV is right now. And then the other one is just basically what we had, the Copic colors, because they don't have the Copic license anymore. They just have these, it's basically the same as the Copic colors, because apparently a lot of people were bitching about it, me including. so they just gave us that option, I guess. I don't know if I want to color it or not, but let's just do it. Why not? Why not? Mine's really old, so I still have the copy. Yeah, I had it the same thing, but I had to update my PC for Windows. And then with that, sadly, I lost the old sketchbook. And I finally had to install the new one. Which, yeah, in the end, it's, yeah, that's the only big change, is the Copic colors are gone, and they're just not called Copic colors anymore, but it's still there. And check this out, Rue. We finally have here this little button. See? Look at that. Look at that. See? Clipping mask. Clipping mask in Sketchbook. Can you imagine that? Crazy. Absolutely unbelievable. So now we don't have to do all sorts of silly workarounds to be able to use masks. I know, right? It's crazy to see clipping mask in Sketchbook. Only took them like what, 2 decades, 3 decades to get there? apparently people really understood everything from Monday's how to rotate squares video, because there are no questions regarding that video. So I guess, yay, I did a good job explaining stuff. Let me just fill the whole thing. Okay, let's lock this layer. Not sure I like this yellow. Can we try? Oh, that's better. That I already like that one quite a bit more. Yes. Okay, okay. Let's do clipping masks since we have them. I don't know why I don't use it. Let's go for a lighter yellow. So I want to stay in this family, but I want to push it a bit brighter. Maybe a little bit less bright. Yeah, that seems to be it. We like this. Just a little bit of highlights here and there. Also the windshield. We want it to be a little bit brighter. And then of course some of these section lines. Let's see. Oh, our music is gone. What is this all about? Why is there no music? Ooh, time is also late, so let's do one more song. Oh, that was the end, I see. Let's do one more song while that song plays. We can do some more sketcheroonies. If you gents and ladies have some questions, please feel free to throw them into the chat. This would be the appropriate moment for that, I would say. Because once I'm not live streaming anymore, then you can also not ask me things, right? That's how these things work. Hey, Amaran, welcome to the stream. Shadow on the Pilot, yes, coming as well in a minute. That is coming as well. Let's see if I would want to go one extra step. Ooh. Let's desaturate that a bit, yeah. Something like that works better. Not dark enough. Yeah, I feel that works. This is really in shadow, it's underneath the vehicle, so we can go a bit dark on it. And then we have this area here that is also in that shadow area. And the rest, I think, is good. A little bit of shininess here, and I think I might, because this I want to be like almost like chromey, I might go just that extra step, push all the way almost to white, and then just add a couple of splotches here and there. Thanks, Rudici. Thank you very much. All right, I think I will call it here. We achieved most everything we wanted to achieve. There seem to be no more questions, so it is a nice natural ending point for the stream. Yes, Ruducci seems to be back. We had a couple of fun calls with Mr. Algeria himself, representing his whole country. Their final touches. Now I will really call it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining. This was fun for me. I guess it's nice to see that people didn't have questions, but still, like, if you still have any questions, feel free to leave them somewhere as a comment. I'll try and address it. Yeah, I wish you all a great week, great weekend. Keep on having fun and sketching, and yeah, see you in the next one.